Few academy systems in world football can boast as much success as Manchester United's. With 250 players graduating from youth ranks to senior team across the club's history, United attained the remarkable feat of including at least one academy product in their first team matchday squad for every single game since 1937, which equates to more than 4,000 fixtures. The run is bound to continue against Barnsley on Tuesday. The League Cup has been the platform on which many Carrington talents have experienced their first taste of senior football. Perhaps the most notable of these in recent times is Kobbie Mainoo, who earned his bow in the competition in January 2023. 18 months later, he was starting for England in the final of Euro 2024. While not all have managed to reach such heights as quickly, the next wave of homegrown stars will each have similar aspirations. Two could be handed more senior minutes, outing on Tuesday, while another could be given his debut. Here are three players who could get onto the pitch. Depending if you count the Community Shield as part of the regular season or not, Collier has enjoyed 2 outings so far this season. His most notable appearance of the two was against Liverpool, having replaced Casemiro at halftime in the 3-0 loss at Old Trafford. It was a rough way to earn your Premier League debut with the hosts already 2-0 down by the break, but the midfielder could enjoy a more successful outing against League One Barnsley. The inkling is that he will indeed get minutes, given he has been included in every senior matchday squad so far this season. Attacker Wheatley became that 250th player to progress from academy to first team when he came on late in April's 4-2 Premier League win over Sheffield United. The 18-year-old went on to make 2 more substitute appearances before the end of the season, including a 10-minute showing in the 4-0 defeat at Crystal Palace in May. The forward has yet to build on those outings this season, but has been included in the past 2 matchday squads. Tuesday seems the prime opportunity for him to receive his first senior game of the season. Their left-back impressed in pre-season, having made 7 senior matchday squads towards the end of last season, including the FA Cup semi-final win over Coventry City. The 17-year-old has yet to make his debut. It only seems a matter of time before he does. It would be no surprise to see him in the squad against Barnsley, and given the injuries at left-back, he might be granted his first minutes too. Amass joined the academy setup from Watford in August 2023 and has caught the eye, leading to 2 England under-18s outings earlier this month. Harry Amass and Toby Collier were the breakout stories for Manchester United this summer. Amass started against Arsenal, Real Betis and Liverpool on tour in the USA, and Collier started in 2 of those games before coming on from the bench in the Community Shield. The midfielder subsequently replaced Casemiro at half-time in the defeat to Liverpool before the international break, and held his own on a difficult afternoon for United, winning 3 tackles, making 3 recoveries, winning 7 duels, and completing all of his attempted dribbles. Collier became the 250 first academy player to make a debut for United in the Community Shield last month, and his next challenge is to make his full debut, which means starting a game. Amass is yet to make an appearance for the first team, from the bench or a start, but many fans would like to see him and Collier be handed their full debuts on Tuesday night. United are set to welcome Barnsley to Old Trafford in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, and that fixture is the perfect opportunity to give Amass and Collier their first senior starts. Barnsley are 7th in England's 3rd division, and United should be head and shoulders above the South Yorkshire club when they visit Manchester, meaning 1 or 2 places in the starting team can be reserved for prospects who are on the cusp of the first team squad. Erik Ten Hag is still expected to pick a reasonably strong team to get the job done. He isn't known for the major rotation of his players, but starting Amass and Collier would have merit. Although Amass is still raw and has aspects of his game to improve, like all young players, he demonstrated in pre-season that he is ready to make his debut, and it would be great to see him start at left-back, especially since Noussair Mazraoui appeared to pick up a knock at the weekend. Ten Hag confirmed in his press conference on Monday that Mazraoui would be available to face Barnsley, but overlooking Amass to start Mazraoui with a potential knock is inadvisable. Considering the circumstances, there is no better time to give Amass his debut. Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia are still sidelined with their respective injuries, and Mazraoui might not be at 100%, despite being available. so it makes little sense to play him when Amass is waiting in the wings. The case to start Amass is obvious, and a large section of supporters would also like to see Collier start following his positive appearances from the bench in the last few weeks. I said this summer that Ten Hag really likes Collier, and another source said that he records freakish running stats in training that are only bettered by Bruno Fernandes. Collier is highly regarded within the club. That has been true since his arrival from Brighton in 2022, and a source at United has admitted they were surprised to get the chance to sign him, but they were delighted that they did. The youngster's athleticism has impressed coaches, and he is viewed as a player who can play a prominent role in the first-team squad, which could see him start against Barnsley. Collier proved he can operate at first-team level throughout pre-season, and with his recent substitute appearances, so naming him in the starting team on Tuesday wouldn't be a risk. The only possible spanner in the works for Collier could be the arrival of Manuel Ugarte, who needs minutes in his legs to get up to full fitness after his transfer from Paris Saint-Germain. Collier and Ugarte play in the same position at the base of the midfield, but perhaps they could play together against Barnsley, with a more creative influence sitting ahead of them. Amass seems more likely to start considering the lack of depth at left-back, and that Ugarte could be given his first start, but it wouldn't be a surprise to see them both make the one. It would be a popular decision among supporters to see them both from the first whistle.